Hello, my name's Marty Maher from Great Ocean Properties. Welcome to our summer report. Well, we've just turned over into a new year, so it's worth reflecting where we are in the market right now and what's happened over the last 12 months and where we're going from here. The best way to be able to work out what's going in the market now is to really look at the last 2 years in contrast. If you look at 2021, which was the FOMO market, which was really an unsustainable market, and then you move it forward into 2022 with the interest rate rises, you saw a very cautious market as a lot of the market participants had their ability to act curtailed through rising interest rates. That's resulted in very much a segmented market and is illustrated best right here on the Surf Coast. So when we look at the Torquay and Jan Juc markets, they mostly have an owner-occupier demographic and popular with young families, which are obviously often affected by interest rates through having mortgages. If we look further down the coast at the lifestyle towns of, say, Anglesea, Aireys Inlet and Lorne, they tend to attract an older demographic who are not unaffected by the sentiment, but are less affected by interest rates. They're mostly asset swapping, where they've either downsized in Melbourne, or they've inherited the money, or they've sold a business, but essentially they're not really borrowing too much. And there's enough of them in the market to keep those markets moving. And so you'll find the stock doesn't build up, whereas in Torquay and Jan Juc, they certainly have at the moment. The one thing that still remains clear is the emotional intent to buy on the coast is still very much there. People love this coast. And obviously the access to Melbourne really supports that. So what the difference in the last 2 years has been, in 21, we probably had 5 or 10 buyers on every property in the FOMO market, but last year we tended to have 1 or 2 buyers. And the common denominator recently has just been they want to pay a fair price. They just don't want to pay over. They're still happy to buy, but they just want to pay a fair price. And that's been common throughout 2022, and I'm sure that will be the same in 2023. At the upper end of the market, it's still quite strong. They're just looking for the right opportunity, and they are incredibly fussy. But when the right one pops up, they will act. We've just concluded the sale of 1193 Great Ocean Road in Lorne. We were quoting 8 to 8.5 million, and we had quite a strong response, and it sold within the range. The common theme for this demographic is just genuine wealth. They're ready to go, but just again, waiting for that right opportunity. Looking forward into 2023, we think the most probable outcome is that once the interest rates get to the top of this cycle, and it's clear that that's likely to be it, and the next movement is probably going to be down, then we'll see the engagement increase. What that'll do to prices is too hard to tell because there's a lot going on in the world. But we know that the engagement will increase just because we know there's probably a lot of people taking a wait and see attitude at the moment, and will likely engage once that certainty comes back into the market. So we hope you found that informative. If we could be of assistance in any real estate matter, feel free to call us on the following numbers. We'd love to help you.